Okay, so the deck that we're going to be taking a look at today is our budget cycling deck. So let's get this open here and let's talk about it. So, this is a red-white deck. The main thing is to burst our opponent down to 0, okay? And the main thing that we're going to be utilizing is the cycling mechanic. Now, for those of you that don't know, what cycling is that you can pay the cost and discard the card after paying the cost to draw more cards. So, every card in our deck, with regards to like maybe 1 or 2 cards, everything in our deck has the ability to cycle cards. And so our monsters and our sorceries are going to gain additional effects and bonuses because of the fact that we're cycling so much. So let's talk about some of those cards, right? So one of our 1-drops is Flourishing Fox, which gets a +1 counter every single time that we cycle. So as you can imagine, this is going to get really big, really fast. We have another card here called Draenith Healer, which this is going to heal us for 1 every single time that we cycle. We have the Draenith Stinger, which pings our opponent for 1 damage every single time that we cycle. So we're going to be getting to use this and this a lot. Especially if you're able to get 1 or 2 on the field, then this can get really nutty really fast. We have some other cards, for example, like Starting Development, and even though we can't cast this card or Memory Leak or any of these blue cards, the reason that they're in the deck is because they're 1-cost cycling. So all of our monsters, they gain the effects and they gain the abilities just because we're cycling. And so there's going to be a lot of turns where we can't really play something because we're missing mana, and so we're going to be able to use these cards to draw through our deck. And the big finisher, the reason we're going through this, is so we can cast Zenith Flare to close out the game. So Zenith Flare is a red-white 2 mana cost, and what it does is that it deals X damage and we gain X life, where X is the amount of cards with cycling in our discard pile. So you can imagine that like mid to late game, this is huge. There are some games, and you'll get to see here, where we're hitting for 13 and over. So there's some games where we're going to be able to hit for just 20 straight up from the amount of times that we're able to cycle through. And so that's the reason why we're playing so many of these cycle cards, because even though we can't cast them, they count towards Zenith Filler just because they have cycling. So yeah, this is the deck that I was talking about that's only about $7 if you want to buy all the cards in real life, not including the lands. And it's a lot of fun to play. So with that being in mind, let's hop into a couple of games and check it out. Hey everybody. I just wanted to take a moment just to say thank you so much for clicking on the video. And I also just wanted to say that if you love the content that you're seeing here, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. But most importantly, come check us out when we're live streaming on twitch.com/Cafecito Gaming. We stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we have some surprise streams throughout the middle of the week too. But we're playing all the popular games like Among Us, Phasmophobia, we're playing Genshin Impact, Minecraft, and so much more. So if you like the content, come hang out with us live. We'd love to see you there. And let's see what happens. Yeah, with this deck, keep in mind, it's a budget-friendly deck. So it's super simple to build online, and it's really cheap to build in real life, but don't expect to be winning too many tournaments or anything like that with it. However, this is a deck that you can definitely hop into like a Friday Night Magic and, you know, do well. We don't really have a lot of good cards here, but you know, what the heck? We're going to keep it anyway. And let's take a look here. Our opponent, his name is Total Noob, but from the looks of it, he's everything but. Dude's platinum. Alright. So he's playing Swamp, and he's playing a Zagoth Mamba. Whenever this creature mutates, so we're playing against mutates. Alright. So let's try to get this in play. And next turn, it looks like we're going to be able to cycle twice, so we'll hit him for 2. No, this is not looking bueno. I'm hoping that we draw into a plane, because we'll really need a plane. Right now, we're okay in terms of not having the plane, because a lot of the stuff that we have isn't white. But for Zenith Flare, we'll definitely need it. And now that we actually have a card that needs white, we're going to need it. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's go ahead and block. Alright. I was getting a little greedy. I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't block. Okay. I'm curious to see what's his mutations. Because I've seen a green-black version of this deck that, like, wants to mutate a bunch of elks. And our mana is not being kind to us. So let's do this. Let's force this and this to collide. We'll kill his Zagoth. Unless he's going to counter that. Which, if that's the case, we'll just cycle twice. I wonder what he's thinking. Is he going to counter it? It gets +1/+1. Well, if our Stinger is going to die, then let's just get the maximum benefit from it. And let's ping him. Because it's going to die anyway. So might as well. Oh, did it cancel it too and I just didn't realize it? Oh, it gains hexproof. Okay, well, I mean, we can just... You can't block. This is a great turn. And that's the beauty of the cycling stuff. I'm not getting any white mana. But so far as you can see, it's okay. But I really wish that I was getting white mana because I'd be healing. I'd be getting this pretty big. So let's just see if we can maybe draw into a white mana. Let's see. Oh, let's try it again. Hey, there we go. So we'll go ahead and drop this. And then we'll go ahead and continue to cycle. So now he's going to get a +1. He's going to get pretty thick. And we'll go ahead and do it again. So now he's a 3/3. And we got the land for the next turn. Flash. Okay. Yeah, so he's doing that essentially to prevent us from attacking, but it's fine. So now we've done two things. We've essentially made the threat Flourishing Fox. So let's see what he does. So when it mutates, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Whenever this card mutates, target creature. Yeah. Oh, really? Alright, let's see what we can do. And we win. Oh, we win. Good game, sir. And we ended the game with more health than what we started. We love to see it. Great game. Great game. Okay, let's see what let's see our next game. That dude must have been so pissed. Because essentially he wiped out my board and I just ended it with the Zenith. I was kind of hoping to draw that. Even if I didn't draw that, I had two cards in my hand with more than enough mana to cycle through, so I would have been able to eventually draw into something. If it wasn't a Zenith Blade, it would have been another monster, it would have been something else. So I wasn't too worried, but hey, things just worked out that way, so. Ooh, I'm up against Nico Bolas, another plat player. I wonder why we're getting so many plat players if we're only silver. And this is another hand that I really should be giving away just because I don't have any way to drop these, but I'm going to keep it. So I won't be able to play anything until the second turn. But I'll go ahead and I'll use one of these to cycle. Let's fish. Okay, I mean, we get a third land, so now we have 3 mountains, but we really need to plane. Is he fishing for land? Clear the passage. Okay. Okay, so we got the Zenith Flare, so technically we have a win condition right there. And unless he's forcing us to discard cards, we're in a pretty solid position. So essentially, if we can ping him for 10, we win. Because if we can get 10 cycle cards in our discard pile, then we win. And from the looks of it, he may be playing mill, so he may actually help us get to our goal faster. So we're happy to see it. Let's try to cycle first just to see if we can get a plains. And we got it. Let's drop the plains. Let's go ahead and drop the fox. And now let's continue to get some benefit. So we've hit him for 2. I'm not going to attack because the Ruin Crab. So we got 2. We got our Zenith Flare to 5 already. So if we can just ping him 5 more times, then we're in a really good position. What's going to be nice is that this Flourishing Fox is going to get pretty big next turn. Cool. And we are... This is so unfortunate for him. But we love to see it. Go ahead, Papa. Mill me. Mill me. He milled one of our Zenith Flares, but that's fine because we already have the main... We have our win condition in our hand. All we have to do is foster it. And it's already at 10. This man has no idea what he's in for. So let's go ahead and drop this. Let's... Well, he doesn't care for HP. So his main thing is to kill us by milling cards, not so much by doing 20 damage. So this is essentially useless for us. So let's just... let's cycle. Let's just cycle. Because I'm thinking about dropping Valiant Rescuer, because Valiant Rescuer essentially gives us a 1/1 token every single time that we, or at least the first time every single turn that we cycle. But I think this is going to be funnier. We're going to cycle. And essentially we win next turn. And we win. Because there's no way that he's going to be able to make me mill 30 cards with 3 mana. Did he just pass turn? Alright. GG. Thank you for playing. Unless he cancels it. If he has to cancel, then... There it is. There it is. Okay. I got cocky. But then again, too, he could have been waiting for that. Which is fine. Let's attack with both then. Our Drynef Stinger is putting in work, so we're fine. And I should have seen that. I should have seen the cancel coming, but it's fine. We can beat him with damage. And I think we only have 2 Zenith Flares in the discard pile. Yeah, so we still have 2 more in the deck, so there's a chance that we could draw into 1. No 3 more. Okay. Whew, that cancel saved his life. Ooh, that unsummon. Okay. So let's go ahead and summon this. Let's go ahead and summon this. And now we're going to start cycling. I don't want to attack with my Draenei Stinger because I want to make sure that we can continue to ping him. Though we do have to be careful because we're running dangerously low on cards. But that also means that the 2 Zenith Flares are among my last 15 cards. Oof. Okay, so he has 3 open mana. He has 3 open mana. Is he gonna let that? If he wastes his cancel on this, and I think that's CG. Because now we just attack with everything. And he can only block. Well, he can block all of them, actually. It's like, I have it, right? And I can hit for 29, but if he has another cancel, then it's over. So I mill 3. If he has Maddening Cacophony, then he wins. If he gets Maddening Cacophony, he wins. He needs to end it this turn. He needs to end the game this round. Yeah, I was gonna say, if he doesn't end it this round, we win. Because all we have to do is just cycle a card. Cool. So we're 2 for 2 so far. Alright. Let's go ahead and play the last game, I guess. We've been doing pretty good so far. Owner of Real Deal. That is not stellar. I'm going to mulligan this because as great that this is, we only got 1 land. So, yeah, no. Now this is a much better hand. And we start off with the Zenith. So what we can do is we can do this and put one of these back. We'll keep 6 and we'll put this back. Because we can at least, oh, and we get the Stinger? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just drop one of these. And we're not going to cycle on the first round. Okay. So he's got a kill deck pretty much. So let's go ahead and drop this, and drop this. So I'm going to expect for him to have a lot of answers. He's going to have shocks, which there it is. He's going to have eliminate or murders. Discard 2 cards. Sure, buddy. And that's just how it be when you're playing against red black. A lot of destruction, a lot of damage. Good thing we play 4 copies of every monster. Okay. So we're actually going to summon this. And we're going to cycle. So we're going to heal. We're going to get a 1/1. And we're going to get the draw card. I mean, it still triggers. Let's go ahead and attack. How unfortunate for him that we drew a second one though, right? And unfortunately for this case, I'm not going to summon it because we need to continue the cycle going through, so we're going to continue to go like this. Doesn't matter. Beautiful. And now we put ourselves in a position where we have 2 Zenith players. I mean, it's great, but it's not great because we've essentially stopped cycling cards. So the moment that he kills these 2 cards, it's over. But there's a reason we play so many cards with cycling, and that's to try to avoid that. We're going to cycle this. Yep, we're going to cycle this. Go to planes, we'll play the planes for the turn. And then we'll go ahead and all attack. That's fine. Since he's not playing blue, I'm not scared of any counters. So what I'm hoping for is just to get just a few more cards in the graveyard. Never mind. I'm just going to cast this. Do you have a response? There's no cancel. And the next turn we just do the same thing. So now you're going to have to waste your kill spells on this 1/1. Nice. So we just end the game with 54 health. GG's, my guy. GG's. He didn't really do much, though. He just, like... just played a bunch of kill spells. He just started killing off my monsters. And I took advantage.